Ragnarok is directed by Taika Waititi. Oh my god, what a director! I love him. And it stars Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, who else? Cate Blanchett, Academy Award winner Cate Blanchett, Tessa Thompson, Mark Ruffalo, Carl Urban's in this, Jeff Goldblum, what the actual? I'm not going to say too much about his performance, but Jeff Goldblum is just like, it's like, whoa. Like, when you see him in this film, it's going to be like, whoa. And it also actually stars Taika Waititi, the director, as a character in this film, and he is absolutely hilarious. Again, no spoilers here, because this film isn't out in America yet, but luckily I just got to England this morning, which means I got to see Thor Ragnarok early, which means it's not out in any other country pretty much, so chin up for you guys, you still have to wait like a week. And pretty much like any other movie, I think it is best to go into Thor Ragnarok knowing as little as possible, which is why all I'm going to say about the plot is Thor is the good guy, Hela is the bad guy, Thor has to defeat Hela. Along the way he meets certain characters, and yeah, that's all you need to know going in. So what did I think of this film? This was my 8th most anticipated movie of the year. You know, the director's great. If you've seen any of Taika Waititi's work, then you know that the guy is an absolute genius when it comes to comedy. And now he's basically proven himself as like a guy who can direct really good like small comedy films and also like these big epic action scenes, because Thor Ragnarok pretty much has everything. I would say that Thor Ragnarok is by far the best MCU film this year. It's probably like top 5 MCU films for me of all time, and because this film pretty much has everything. Taika Waititi proves that he can direct pretty much any type of film because it has the action, and the action scenes in this film are incredible. And I really think Marvel should sort of start getting more sort of small comedy directors to do the action scenes, because yeah, I know they're like stunt coordinators and second unit directors, but at the end of the day, it's still sort of the director's ideas and stuff. And you know, look what happened the last time they hired comedic directors to do a Marvel film. The Russo brothers. And I would argue that Taika Waititi's action scenes, the action scenes in Thor Ragnarok, are just as good as the scenes in like Winter Soldier or Civil War. So this film has action. What else does it have? Comedy. This is by far the funniest film I've seen all year, and it's probably the funniest film I've seen since This Is the End, which is probably like one of my personal favorite comedies.
Jay, I'm so sorry, bro.
To be honest, like, I don't really like laugh that much at movies, just because like it's really hard to make me laugh because like I'm dead inside. The writing here and the execution, the directing, everything just comes together to make such like it's hilarious, this film. And this film also has so much attention to the characters, I think. Not as much as I would have hoped for though, because I think the first 2 Thor films, even though they're some of the weaker MCU films, one of the things that I really like about those films is that it really does explore the relationship between Thor and Loki, and really sort of shows Loki as a very conflicted and wounded character. Whereas in this film, Loki is great. Tom Hiddleston's performance is brilliant as always. He will always be Loki. He is such a great actor. But it's sort of like on the surface Avengers style Loki, and not complex, conflicted character, you know, Thor style Loki. I mean, there are hints of that inner conflict in Loki, especially this one scene in an elevator where he's having a chat with Thor. But I just wish they had explored that a little bit more. But pretty much all the characters get actually quite a lot of screen time. Like, I was very surprised by the direction that they took Carl Urban's character, because, you know, on the surface he could just seem like this meathead brute, but there's a lot more to him than meets the eye, and that's what you'll get to see in the film for yourself. Chris Hemsworth as Thor, he is Thor just like Tom Hiddleston is Loki. He's pretty much irreplaceable now, and he has taken Thor to the next level with this film, because, you know, the Thor in the other films, he's alright, you know, he's kind of always second tier to Cap and Iron Man, but here, I mean, he is great. He's funny, charismatic, and it is Thor, like, just in a whole new level. Cate Blanchett as Hela. I just saw Benjamin Button for the first time recently. What a movie. And all this has sort of reminded me just how much range Cate Blanchett has as an actress, and she's so good. She's one of the best actresses living right now, and she's brilliant in this film. Hela, I would say, is definitely like top 3, if not like top 2 best MCU villains. For me, Loki will always be the best, but Cate Blanchett as Hela, oh my god, she's like so good. I wish that we had gotten a little bit more like sort of backstory to her, but still, it's everything about the character is great. Like, her costume alone is insane. In fact, all the costumes, all the sets and stuff, really commendable. Like, so different, so unique, and really feels like not MCU, which is a good thing, because nowadays pretty much all MCU films look and feel the same, and to see something like this so unique, different, and creative, it's just great, and shows that, you know, the MCU still has so much more to offer us. And that Black Panther trailer a few weeks back, again, shows us that the MCU is not running out of ideas. It is not just going to pump out more Spider-Man Homecoming films or Guardians 4, 5, 6. It still has so much more to offer us. Thor Ragnarok and that Black Panther trailer serves as a reminder for that. I do have one or two problems with this film, though. The first thing I already said was that I wish that they had focused more on Thor and Loki's relationship. But there are a lot of characters in this film, Hulk being one of them, which I haven't mentioned yet. Hulk is absolutely great, and so is Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie. Idris Elba is also great. I just wish that it had had slightly more focus on the relationship between Thor and Loki. Also, I feel like when they arrive on this planet called Sakaar, they spend about 10 to 15 minutes too much time there, and I would have liked to see them explore other, you know, sides of the story, Hela being one of them. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, some parts of this film could be shorter, some parts of this film could be longer, and so that does sort of affect the pacing just a little bit. But aside from that, Thor Ragnarok is like definitely one of the most entertaining films I've seen this year, or in a long time. It's absolutely hilarious, the acting is on point, the action scenes are insane, and I'm going to give it an A-. Guys, thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you.